This is our main power supply, which I've done a couple of shots on years ago, supplying power to the joint. This is the top line there is 22,000 volt. We come in through a power transformer, which is 22,000 volt, 50,000 watt, down to 380 volt 3-phase, which gives us 225 single phase. Then we have an isolating switch there that you can pull with a bamboo pole to isolate the house from the whole schmozzle. And then it comes down to a distribution, underground distribution, and there's a feed pole over there feeding off the 22,000 volt line. That pole's about 40 feet high when you calculate what's buried in the ground. When this was installed, it cost us $9,000 because it's a major supply. It will run, technically it'll run 24 Thai homes, 25 Thai homes. Anyway, this is our main switch, 100 amp switch, which cuts us on and off from the rest of the world. Okay, now when this was installed, we had a temporary cable, and when the electrician did the final installation, you can see that cable running across the ground there. That's a 3-phase 16mm 5-wire cable, and it goes through this junction box here into a pipe system. Well, of course, the cable was just laying in the grass. We had a bushfire here. Anyone cutting the grass with a mechanical grass cutter with a big blade on it could chop the cable off. In other words, it's not properly installed. And I finally summoned the electrician. I told him I'm getting the duct work up to speed where the builder is, and the electrician's got to come back next week and fix that, okay? Which he will do, of course. A good electrician. Okay. Here we're putting in the cable here was just thrown in a hole along the side of the road, going up to the house. There's and there's a ductwork along the side of the house, but this was never finished off by the previous bloody builder, and I've just had the boys do it. The biggest problem here, of course, is there's three services going here. The 2-inch pipe's got the main feed into the house. The inch pipe's got the sub feed back to the barber shop, and the smaller pipe is a fibre optic cable for the communications networks, and YouTube and Netflix are on that, right? So the guys are building like everything here I do, I use whatever I can get my hands on at the best price. No point wasting money. We're using cement bricks that are locally available, of course, about 5 cents each, and we're putting a top on it. The main problem here, of course, is not the cable's well properly protected, and it's enclosed in a subterranean rat race. But if we just leave the cable laying in the long grass and where it was, someone comes along with a mechanical lawnmower, which we've got. New gardener, which I'm employing shortly, when they hit this big cable here with the 21 horsepower mechanical lawnmower, you'd hear the bang in Perth, and the guy would probably end up in Vietnam off the mower. Point being is it was unsafe and it's got to be fixed, and the boys are fixing it. So we're just making it safe. I am a bit of a freak on safety with electrical stuff. It goes with my training in the aeronautical industry. Anyway, yeah, the guy's cutting the top bit over there with all the Joshua mask and stuff on there. You can see the buzzsaw going. Cutting a cement sheeting we buy by the sheet and just cut it up. It makes it an ideal duct topping, and it's relatively inexpensive, compression cement sheeting. Okay, we'll go and have a look at the other end of this show.